Huh. Just trying to wake you up.
There you are.
Just waking you up, buddy.
Wakey.
What's up, fine Film Cave watchers? That's Steve. I'm Casey. Welcome to another episode of the Film Cave.
Crowding me.
Crowding me. Here we go.
Here we go.
Intro.
So let's do some quick news.
Quick movie news. What do you want to start with?
It said that Asa Butterfield is for sure 99% a lock for the new Spider-Man.
Oh, cool.
Which was my top contender for
I like
Spider-Man.
that pick.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
I like that pick.
I'm happy
That's
about
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
So that should be
he's,
good.
I don't know what, most well known for Ender's Game and Martin Scorsese's Hugo. So this will definitely put him out there a lot more too for the Marvel/Sony Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he should be in Captain America, right? That'll be like
probably his first
like
appearance
a cameo
in
something
Civil
like that.
War. Yes.
Yeah. Should be good.
Cool.
Good. What else?
Nice. Sticking with Marvel news, Ava DuVernay, who directed Selma, is rumored to direct one of the upcoming Marvel movies, possibly Black Panther.
Possibly,
but it could also be Captain Marvel, right? The first female-led superhero team,
right? In
the Marvel universe,
right? Which I at first that was my first go-to was it was going to be Captain Marvel because it's a female lead, but then again I thought well it also could be a Black Panther kind of thing,
right?
Kind of go in that direction. So
yeah, because then it was announced a couple days after that Rick Famuyiwa, I don't even know, I butchered that, sorry, who is hot off directing Dope, which was a huge hit for Sundance this past year, is in the running for Black Panther. So Captain Marvel might look more likely for Miss Ava.
Great, that's good.
Yeah,
that's what we were hoping for.
Yeah,
more
it'd be awesome.
Directors,
more female, more African American directors on both of them actually.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, great.
Then they said they came out with the new title for the new Planet of the Apes movie, which will be War of the Planet of the Apes.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Not for the apes.
Not for the apes. That'd be awesome.
So it comes out in a couple of years, and Matt Reeves has said that
Reeves is back
to direct it, and he had a quote saying that in this one Caesar's going to become like a mythical ape figure. More of like a Moses in the human world. So he'll go down in history as one of those.
Excited
kind of
to see more of what Andy Serkis brings to the character.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Some new news. Some titling.
That's a long way away. Lots of news that's not going to be hitting screens for a while.
Yep.
There's a new X-Men spin-off. Roughly titled The New Mutants, which will probably be introducing a lot of them in Apocalypse that they're shooting right now.
Right.
But they're developing that at Fox, of course. And Josh Boone, who directed The Fault in Our Stars, that did he did a nice job on that, I guess, for the studio, and so he's going to write and direct this new X-Men spin-off. And Sam Jackson has joined has officially signed on for Simon Con Air West.
What's his name?
Yes. Simon West. He just directed Con Air.
Oh,
so
okay.
Put that in the middle. That's his nickname. Tricky. Yeah, Con Air.
Just call him Con Air.
Yeah, just Con Air. He's signed on to direct a remake of The Blob, the 1958 sci-fi/horror movie.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Nice. And then
what else we got?
On The Simpsons, they just announced that Harry Shearer is not going to be on the show. Not going to be the voice of the show. And his two main characters are Ned Flanders and Mr. Burns, so I don't know what they're going to do.
And he does
a ton of other characters.
He does a ton of characters, yeah.
The two, I would say the two biggest, obviously.
Yeah, and I think they just signed on for 2 more seasons of that, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I don't know how they're just going to get somebody else who sounds like it, or, kill off some characters, or what. It's kind of like a big hit for them, so I'm interested to see. I mean, I watch it every once in a while, so I'm not a huge watcher of the show, but it's kind of like some pretty big news for
Yeah.
for them to lose
Yeah,
like
he
a
was a
big
big
voice
part.
actor like him.
Big part of that voice cast. So
So I guess we'll
interesting.
see who they cast or if they get rid of characters.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see.
Mhm.
I think that does it
Okay.
for the news
News.
segment.
News. So what have you been watching?
News. The wife and I finally checked out Selma. It was available to rent on iTunes, and it was intense. It was it was beautifully
Intense in
done.
a good way.
Intense in a good way, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, just horrific history
Right.
and true experiences of an entire people.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really well, just really well done. Acting's, was achievement of itself. But we watched the last episode of Daredevil that we watched was the backstory of Wilson Fisk. That was a good one.
So you haven't finished it yet?
Nope.
Good.
No, we haven't even finished it yet. We're taking it 1 week at a time, like a new episode every week, kind of the old-fashioned way.
That is old-fashioned.
We actually just slowed down on it. And I was just recently watching The Punisher, like the longer director's cut.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I've actually been really enjoying it.
Good.
They added like 17 more minutes or whatnot, so I borrowed it from a friend
Nice.
at work. And so I was checking that out earlier today, and
Good.
I'm really liking it.
Good.
I like Thomas Jane as the
No,
Punisher.
he did a great job.
Yeah.
The movie was bad, but he did a good job as Punisher.
Yeah, I think this longer version is it definitely comes out better. I think
More entertaining.
there's still a little like continuity issues that was like weird, but I don't know. I mean, there isn't much of a villain either. Like just
No.
like John Travolta's
Like
just
a
like
main-
regular kind of guy.
There isn't like a
it's
main like comic book villain kind of guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
So, but yeah, I'm really really enjoying it at the moment,
Nice.
and I think that's everything I can remember. Oh well, last night. I went to see Mad Max Fury Road. I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait for this guy over here.
Okay.
Some
I get it.
friends
You've been
just
so
kind of
excited
like
about
organized
Mm-hmm.
at work to go, and I have another buddy at work who's kind of pissed that I went without him because we've been talking for like a year about going to see this movie. But so I
Can't
went.
please them all,
and
Casey. You can't please them all.
it is mind blowing.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
so cool and so
Mhm.
intense, and it's such a simple story, but it's done.
Beautifully.
It's not simplistically done at all. It's very complex stunts and
All right. Well, the
amazing
action work
stuff.
and
Like you just, I mean,
cinematography.
my jaw was on the floor and I was smiling the whole time. My face hurt once the movie ended. It was insane. So I'm gonna go check that out again tonight,
Good.
and hopefully we'll go see it together sometime soon.
I'll see it this weekend for sure.
Yeah. So
Whenever I can.
that was like the big one that I saw recently. What have you been watching lately, my friend?
I've been kind of busy, but I did catch Escape from New York with the amazing Kurt Russell back in the 70s, I believe. But like I was watching it, and I've seen it before, but I was watching it, and I noticed that a lot of these older movies have a lot, like they'll have long takes of no dialogue, just kind of set up.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a little bit of dialogue, and then it will stop. And then it'll have kind of long cuts of him going through the city, and the music is all kind of synthesized and that kind of 70s feel
Good
to
old
it.
John Carpenter.
Right, and so, I loved it because there wasn't too much action, but there wasn't too much talking and exposition and blah, 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 and all that kind of crap that you see a lot in movies today. It was just longer takes, which I like, and dialogue that gets to the point, and... it's a good story. Like it's pretty impressive story where he gets the president's plane goes down on New York. They shut the island down. They send in Kurt Russell, who's in jail, to go in and try and save him. Basically, is what it is.
Yeah.
He flies in and tries to get him out, and it's the city's basically been run down and taken over by what's his name? He played Chef.
Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes is like the main antagonist in the movie. It's great.
Can you dig it?
Right. So it's good. It was a good movie. I like it. It's
Fun
worth
stuff.
a watch. Yeah. For on
Snake
TV, it's worth
Plissken.
it.
That's awesome. I love Kurt
So
Russell.
that was fun.